Welcome or welcome back to Awake and Bake, where we get high vibes and talk about the universe. I'm your host, Danny. If you're new here, hi, I'm Danny. I'm a psychic and a stoner. Usually I combine the two, but today I'm just gonna hype you up. I'm just gonna suck your titty, consensually, if you will. But before we do all that, you're gonna need a couple things for today's episode. First, you're gonna need something to drink because I will not be responsible for you hooker whores being dehydrated. I'm drinking water from this cute little crystal-y cup, but drink whatever you want. Pop, juice, milk, coffee, I really don't care. Next, if you partake in gardening, like the internet makes us say, and we don't want to get age restricted over here, so allow us to censor ourselves, make sure you have something to puff on. This is my high 90s Mango Mania. It's a little hybrid. Pause, look at my cute nails. They're giving like swimming pool vibes. All right, damn, let's get the fuck into it. So first of all, in a world that's like, your skin's not good enough, your hair's not good enough, your body's not good enough, your work ethic isn't good enough, your credentials aren't good enough, your house doesn't look good enough, all that shit, I'm here to be like, but what if shut the fuck up? What if I already know my value? What if I already know my worth and I move accordingly regardless of what it looks like on the outside or what others think of me? What if I determine that shit? So that's what we're gonna talk about today. I think society sets us up to hate ourselves so that we won't be successful. I have a theory that self-love and knowing your worth is the key to success. Now, I don't speak for everybody, but for myself, I've been noticing that when I determine my worth and I act that way and I own it, that sets up how literally everyone else treats me, whether it's just people in general, like the public. That sets up how my work and places of employment will treat me. That sets up how your partners, your friendships, just your connections and relationships will treat you. At least that's what I found for myself. And I'm not saying stop self-improvement and all that shit, because obviously that's pretty much all we talk about on this channel is let's be mindful, let's be our best selves. But it's you can be doing all those things, and also while you're on the journey, no, you're that bitch, honey. Your value is all the way up here. You really are God's favorite. I'm sorry, your source's favorite, universe's favorite. This is gonna help you more than you realize, even on a psychic level, because when you don't tolerate a certain type of mistreatment, behavior, funny business, bad vibes, literally whatever it is, when you know your worth and you're I don't really deserve that. I don't really like the way that this person in my life treats me or makes me feel. And then you move accordingly by cutting them out, putting up boundaries, creating the space, or just ending that connection. You are going to find, at least again, I can only speak for me, when you do that, all of a sudden your life starts getting better and better and better. And all you did was cut out one person, and you might not have even thought that they were bringing you down, but secret haters, okay? Those low vibes, the people that we have around us, if they genuinely don't want what's best for us, or maybe they want what's best for us, but they're hurting us by the way that they treat us or whatever, that is going to bring you down. Knowing your worth is actually going to help you improve in all areas. Let's take a hit. A little intermission, if you will. Okay, so this next one's so important, okay? When it comes to business, when it comes to your work, we always hear people say oh, these corporations, these businesses, whatever, they don't actually care about you. They'll replace you just as quickly as they hired you. They'll think everything is fine one day, and then all of a sudden you're fired if it's gonna save them money. Here's the tea, bitch. Do not live your life for a corporation or a job. Even if you're not getting fired, a lot of times jobs will you might start getting treated different, pay might start changing, weird shit might start happening, and it's just you deserve better, you don't deserve that bullshit. And it can happen even when you're wow, I thought I had a great place in this company, or I thought that I was a really vital part of this team. I loves, it's not, it is personal, it totally is, but to them it's not. There will always be another job. There will always be another job opportunity in the field you want to do. You could even create those positions, but there's not always going to be another you. And if you stay somewhere that's going to beat down your confidence, your self-worth, hurt you financially, it's not worth it, baby. Especially if you're working full-time, you're there on a daily or regular basis. So the energy and the way that you're being treated and the way that you feel in terms of your value or your respect while you're there, that's going to affect your mental health. There will always be another job that's going to beat you down. So don't stay at that one, try out new ones. I'm just kidding. Once a job starts beating you down, get out of there, try something else. It's never that deep. There's a million jobs. There's only one you. Take a hit. Knowing your worth and knowing your value is so nice, because then you don't have to feel you need to prove yourself all the time. I always used to put my worth in my productivity. So it doesn't matter all the things that I had accomplished before. If I had a lazy day, I was I'm a worthless piece of shit. Once I got with my now husband, but at the time, when he was just my boyfriend, and he was very much that's not how I operate. My worth is not tied to how productive I am in terms of this fuck ass society. He really got the gears turning in my head, and I was wait a minute, I'm a victim of the system. Not to mention, I've already proved proven to myself so many times that I am worthy, that I am valuable, that I'm capable of doing the things that I set my mind to, that I can make myself proud of myself. Like, I've already done that, and I also just know the type of person that I am and the heart that I have. So now, instead of trying to find my value in my productivity, I just find it in myself. Like, I'm just like, you really are that bitch. Like, take a nap and take a hit. I also love myself more. Shocker that when you just know your worth and treat yourself like you are worthy rather than having to prove your worth all the time, you'll actually love yourself more. Like, I don't know why that didn't click before, but I'm glad I got there eventually. I was on the caboose, but I caught up. And if you're like, but what if I love self-improvement? What if I love challenging myself? Girl, you could still love yourself the whole time. And if you know your worth and you know your value and you love yourself that whole time, you're actually going to improve more and get even better because you're believing in yourself. You can achieve more things when you're like, well, I am that bitch, so bring it on. Rather than being like, I gotta learn so much because I'm a fucking idiot. Like, you know what? Like, it's just different energies and that's gonna yield different results. In a world constantly saying you're not enough, it is an act of resistance to love yourself. Can I get an amen? Can I get a hit? Thank you guys so much for watching. I mean, it has been a pleasure. I hope your titties are sufficiently sucked if you were down for that. If not, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your grandma, and as always, stay high. And as always, say hi to Mr. Monkey. He knows when the videos are over. He loves the outro. He knows he can come say hi. Thank you. Thank you.